Bond. James Bond. Hey guys, it's Adam with the Real Movie Review. I just finished watching Spectre, hence the James Bond outfit. Now Spectre is the sequel to Skyfall, which is the James Bond that just got released a little bit ago. Now in this James Bond, you still have Daniel Craig as the main 007 James Bond. He does a great job. I think personally he does a good job as James Bond. Is he the best? I don't think so. Is he good? Yes, he is. The villain is also played by Christoph Waltz, which I haven't seen him in too many things in the past. He has occurred, but he's not as well-known face as most. With that being said, he still does a very good job as a villain. Matter of fact, I think he does an excellent job because he still has a cool demeanor, but yet he still comes across as someone who could really do some damage and really has a manipulative, evil side to him. Now, Spectre picks up after Skyfall, which means the MI6 has already been shattered. The building was bombed, if you remember, in Skyfall. Spoiler alert, sorry. The building has been bombed. 007 is kind of blamed for a lot of it. And so, to start this movie off, they kind of set the tone that he's out on his own. He's not going to receive much help. Which is cool, because in this one, you really do see him become the assassin where he doesn't rely so much on a lot of other things around him. Q, Moneypenny, and M, and a lot of other them. They do obviously play a role, but he doesn't rely on them as much, I personally feel like. Now, some of you probably 007 fans might be slamming on their keyboard right now, disagreeing with me. But for me, I feel like they did a good job in setting the precedence that he's on his own, and he has to figure it all out. Spectre follows right along with every other James Bond movie out there. You're going to have plenty of action. He does have gadgets, not near as much as I've seen in the past, but he does have them, which me personally I like because it shows more of his assassin side. He has to be creative, but he does still have a gadget here and there. Also, his car does make an appearance, but it's very, very short-lived. I was actually kind of surprised at how little the car was actually in the movie. But he does have a car, and it does still do some pretty cool things. So that's always a plus for James Bond. One of the good things, especially for families, is there's not much gore with James Bond. As we know, most of his movies, the enemies are pathetically bad at shooting, and he is absolutely amazing at shooting. And they're all most of the time, they're from a distance. So you see one guy get, boom, hit with a bullet and drop to the ground. So you're not going to see much blood. You're not going to see much gore. You're not going to see hardly any cussing because he's an English secret spy. Which means most of the English cuss words are like bloody hell and, oh, you took a right smack in the bunker there, didn't ya? But overall, it's a fairly clean movie. It's James Bond, so does he get the girl? Obviously, he gets the girls. But that's who he is. If they left that out, people would really start a riot. Now, the overall gist of 007 is you are following him. They obviously bring in some kind of secret society where everybody's kind of linked. They do a great job in this series of linking each one of them and showing how everything's connected. So if you're following all of them, you're going to be really pleasantly surprised on how they link all of them together. If you haven't seen them, it's not a big deal. They explain everything in the movie itself. So you'll still have a good time. Me personally, I did enjoy it. Is it one of the better ones? No, but it is a very good one. They did a good job on it, and I do like that he's getting more of an assassin than a Mr. Gadget, because I think James Bond is more of a mixture of the two. He's not just pure assassin where I'll kill you with a paperclip or something crazy like that, but he's also not Mr. Gadget, I have things flipping out of everywhere. So, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's actually get the real rating. I would classify this movie as a theater watching. You could go watch it on the big screen and it would still be enjoyable. You'd have a good time. Now, would I jump up out of my seat and go sprinting to the theater right now? No, I wouldn't. But it still is a very good movie. They did a great job on it, and you'll have a good time if you like James Bond. If you're not big on assassins movies, this is not your type of movie. But if you do like action and adventure and stuff like that, this is definitely a movie for you. It's a good movie. It's not amazing, but it's good. It's definitely up there. Well, guys, that's what I thought of Spectre. I try to not give away any spoilers, but I want to know what you think. Let me know. Put it in the comments below. Also, if you like this one, go check out our channel. We got more videos there. And remember to subscribe because you'll get updates as new stuff comes out. We'll keep you posted on everything that's going on and what's worth seeing and what's not. As always, guys, we appreciate you watching, and I'll see you real soon.